Hello, thank you so much for joining me once again. I want to talk a little bit about control. I'm sure that you're all aware of relationships or have been aware of relationships where control seemed very much a one-sided affair. I used to know people, and if I was chatting with her around mealtime and she heard her husband's car at the end of the road as he was on his way home from lunch, she would just disappear, running into the house mid-sentence saying, "I've got to have his meal on the table by the time he gets here." Things like that have never sat comfortably with me. So usually we, in an adult relationship, in our adult years, we usually only have control of ourselves, unless we have control of children or control of others who may be ill, and especially somebody who is long-term ill with something like dementia. Then control very often for their safety and well-being, unfortunately, has to be put out of their hands, though it is important that they retain control of as many things as possible for as long as possible. But it's very difficult when we don't feel that we have control. And it's hard when others don't live up to our expectations. They turn out to want more control, especially when this goes against promises of, oh, everything will be even Stevens, it will be give and take. And when things like that just don't come into fruition, it makes a relationship hard. But when push comes to shove, you have control over you in the majority of circumstances. Okay, if you've got a gas mask going over your face because you're going in for surgery, you don't have any control. I have to say that's a feeling I really, really don't like either. But does that say that I like control? Of me, certainly, yes. Of me and how I look at things, how I choose to handle things, how I dislike being told, you should do this, you should do that, oh, you should have done that, before actually taking the time and the effort to find out what I did do, what I did try, and then coming in with suggestions. Is it just me? Or is that just liking to be an individual rather than somebody who is being controlled? Whether they say it's for my good, whether they say it's to help me or not, I still like to have control over the decision making, at least. To say, yeah, that would be great if you'd help me with that, rather than just coming blustering in because I'm maybe A, a woman, B, an older person. Worst combination, an old woman. Then they feel that I can't do anything. I just sit at home twiddling my thumbs. That's another story. But we have control of how we perceive things, how we think of things. And that's the most important thing. We can always endeavour to put a spin on it to let people get away with little bits. But if it becomes a controlling practice, then that's when you need to step in and say, excuse me, but. So, excuse me, but it's starting to rain again, so I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for listening, and take care. Take the very best care that you can of yourself. Cheerio for now. See you tomorrow. Bye.